Hey guys, Captain Jack here, and welcome back to Stranded Deep. We are back in the world of sea, sand, and surviving on an island. For some reason, when I restart the game now, there is, you don't get that weird little intro with the plane and the crash and everything. So to recap that, there is a plane crash, and that's how you end up stranded in the middle of nowhere. So basically, I've just woken up in my life raft. There's a lot of good land around. I mean, look at these graphics. Look at that. They've changed so much in this game now. Everything has changed. The reflections, the sea, the way it goes. You can basically be, if the sea gets a bit rough, you can be knocked out of your raft. It's brilliant. And there's so much stuff to do now on these islands. Just so much to collect, to look at. It's brilliant. Well, let's pick up this paddle. Oh, also, they've finally increased the inventory. Woohoo! So we can actually carry more, finally. Now I've got to remember what the buttons do. There was a crouch button some time back. I don't think there is any more though. So we just have to stand up in a raft now. But that's life. Who cares, eh? But as you can see, you don't get these tiny little islands anymore. You get massive ones now. Full-on archipelagos they've got now. Which, if you didn't know, was like a collection of small islands that makes kind of an island group. And forms a bit of a landmass. I think that's us on. Same keys for picking up and dropping. So, yeah, look at that. Look, isn't it beautiful? I mean, if you're going to be stranded anywhere in the world, then this is one place you'd choose. Actually, I should bring that up a bit more, because one thing that also happens now is tides. So the tide will come in, and the water will come right up the beach, and then the tide will go out, and there'll be more land to play with. And look, you've got loads of stuff to pick up now. You've got driftwood, random planks, same potato plants. Gotta have the potato plants. You've got corrugated scrap. I mean, you find a lot of stuff on this land now. The standard sticks, the palm trees, and you look at the shape of that one. You get some really weird ones now. More driftwood. Let's see what else we can find. I'm not going to pick anything up just yet. Let's just have a quick look around, see what I can find. More corrugated iron, or whatever that is. Ah, container. There's always a container. This sort of central area is always the same when you spawn now, because basically at the beginning of the game you get a choice of this big map, and you pick the location that you want to be spawning into the game in. And I usually go for the center. And I've heard that in building you can take this thing apart, like knock it down, take it apart, and use all the sections out of it, but I've not figured that one out yet. I haven't really played too much with the new update because I wanted to do some videos on it, and obviously I was waiting for the upgrades and things to happen so I could play it properly. That sun looks a bit odd, but yeah, I mean this is the game, isn't it? Great. And look at all this landmass I've got to play with. You've got all this over here with tons of trees. You've got all of this open bit here, but I think this normally goes underwater when it's the tide raises. And then if you come back around here, you've got all this up here. Ah, look, there's some tarpaulin. Tarpaulin is blue. Tarp. And all of these other islands, they're so much closer now. And then you just come back up here. So you've got this massive section, and it's only very slightly underwater in the middle. So there's a huge region here, and then when the tide comes in, it kind of floods up a bit, and you just get a little island, well, not a little, but a smaller island over there, and then some of this land gets taken away. But look at all this space I have. So many trees to knock down, but you don't have to just use wood to build things anymore. There's so much. So I figure the best thing to do is to get myself a little base camp set up, because from there, wow, everything's spawned. Like, it's not quite spawning the graphics properly at distance. I have everything set to ultra, or very high, or high, depending on what the highest level you can set it to is. But everything is on its highest setting. So I guess that's just the standard draw distance of the game. But yeah, so I think good plan would be to find ourselves a little base, or a little area. We've got all that over there as well that I can get to, which isn't too far, but I don't think there's anything on there. Find myself an area where I can, which is high up, and I can start building a little house, and it'll be a place where I can chuck resources. Oh, look, steel. Segments of steel. Got to have that. So let's start gathering things. I mean, this would be quite a good area, but it's a bit damp here. And obviously I don't really want to build where it's damp. And I don't know how flooded this bit's going to get. But it is a nice open area, so I think what I might do is start building up here on this raised bit, and then put all my resources down over here. So let's put that there, and then put some, oh, wrong thing, just getting used to the controls again. Put that down there, and then just start building up some resources, collecting some things, and from there we can start building a little house. And then I must find some food and some water. I think I have water on me, but it's not going to last forever, so I need a bucket. So I'll have to go and start exploring some of these wrecks. So let's go and gather some resources. So one annoying thing, when you start the game, when you come into the game, the C button not only does crouch, but usually it brings up your crafting menu. So what I've done is I've gone into options and into input, and if you scroll down, see crouch is C, and crafting menu I've now changed to Y because it's unused in this game. So you just click it and it says press a key, and then you just press Y, and that's how, and then click apply, and then back. Save the game and then resume. So yeah, just because it's handier that way, and then you've got this crafting menu, and this is now how you build things. Instead of just putting things on the floor and together, and then a bubble coming off of them, everything's done inside the crafting menu now. So you still put it all on the floor together, and then you stand near it, press whatever key you've assigned, but C to begin with, and then you just craft the object. As you can see, it's also gotten dark, but the lighting at night time is a lot better now. It's not pitch black like it used to be. I've just crafted myself this simple axe, because that's going to help me to chop down trees. I'm also still collecting resources, as you can see. Got some lashings, some rocks, and also there's this driftwood pile that I'll show you in a second. There's some plank scraps. What else have we got? More lashings. So this is all going to become very handy for oh, and I've got some food too, some potatoes. This is all going to become very handy for building our structure soon. Where's some driftwood? Driftwood, yeah. You can use the knife or an axe or a machete as well, I think. And you basically just whack the driftwood pile. And you keep whacking it. And then it breaks, and then it just turns into trunks, like you'd get when you chop down a palm tree, and then you chop it up, and you get individual trunk pieces. That's what these are. You can't pick them up. You can drag them, and if you chop them, again, it takes a few hits, as everything does in this game. And then eventually, it will turn into just normal driftwood, but that is the same as logs. So yeah, it's quite a handy thing. And yeah, you just start building up some resources, and then eventually start building yourself a little home. So you can put the plank scraps over here, just sort of try and keep it all together. And then these are the same as the normal sticks. They do the same job. So you just put them down there. Right, let's press the crafting button and let's go and see what buildings. See, foundations, I can make it out of driftwood. I can make it out of wood, planks, corrugated foundation, or a steel foundation. And it tells you here how many pieces you need and how many you have. In this instance, you need 4 for all of them. I've got 2 steel, 3 corrugated, 2 plank, 3 wood, and I have enough driftwood. But I don't really want to make a little driftwood foundation. That's going to be rubbish. We want a fairly sturdy house, but you can make just normal flooring that you put on the floor. You can make wedge foundations and wedge floors, walls out of the different materials. Half wood half wall. Okay, you can make half walls as well, but they don't seem to have a picture for those yet. Tarp, corrugated, container wall. So these container panels, you can break off the container, but as I said before, I'm not entirely sure how you do that, because when I've tried, they haven't actually come off. Windows, they don't seem to have put pictures in for yet. Same with arches. And then you've got doors, steps, and rafts. The only doors I know about... Okay, they've added some more now. They require an arch to place them. Yeah, I think they only had container doors before. So that's another panel you can get off the container. But as I say, I really don't know how to do it, because it didn't work for me before. They also still only had wooden steps before, but they've added some more now. So there's, as you can see, there's quite a lot that you can do here. Farming and medical are coming soon. Still not around yet. You'll be able to craft bandages, splints, salves, herbal remedies. You already could craft bandages before, so I'm guessing they've taken it out for the time being. So now you have to rely on just finding them, I guess. Which is a bit of a pain, but hopefully if they do implement that soon, then it's all good. I don't know why this stuff's now lighting up blue. Weird. Yeah, so basically now it's just a case of finding some more resources and getting a foundation built. So I either need 4 steel, or I probably wouldn't make a steel one, because that steel one looked a bit rubbish. Corrugated would be quite nice. I think I might get 2 more corrugated and make one out of that. So we'll give it a go, we'll see what we can find. And we'll be back in a sec. Okay, there's some good news. They seem to have fixed the issue with the container wall. See how that's now gone silent, and then what you can do is you right click it and you pull it out. So I guess that's usable now, which is pretty cool. Only problem is it's so far away, so it's a long old run each time. But that's going to be pretty handy, because I'll be able to build things out of container stuff now. Bring this round here, and God, that moon is almost as bright as the sun. Put that on top of there. That'll do. Let's just push it on a bit more. There we go. Oh, look at that. I don't have a compass yet, so I don't know which way the sun's going to come up. Oh, there you go. Look. Let's put the tool down. Just look at that, will you? See, that's something I love in games. With that kind of attention to detail, and when they just make it so that it's just such a beautiful game. That is one thing I absolutely love. And you can't get better than that. You really can't. In my book, if a game's as beautiful as this, then it wins all round. And you can't fail. But on to get some more container pieces, I guess. I'm intrigued as to how you get the door off though, because when you look at the door, all you get is the option to open and close it. And if I get my axe out, see, I can't actually. Oh, hello. It just does that, which is annoying. I don't know. Maybe you have to get the get all the walls out, and then you can do something with the door. Well, we'll give it a try and we'll see what happens. So I had a small issue in that I got very hungry suddenly. And so in trying to... I don't know if you can see that. In trying to do the usual, get a load of palm trees knocked down so I can get the coconuts out of them, I came across a problem. You can't chop down palm trees anymore. They've become static objects now. You can still climb them, but it's a pain to get the coconuts off because they're usually growing on... Palm trees normally grow slightly, at least slightly leaning to one side. And the palm trees the coconuts always seem to grow on the side that's away from you. And you can only climb up what is basically the front of the tree. So if it's... Which way is this one leaning? See, this one's leaning slightly to the left, so I can only climb up this side of it. But the coconuts will be around this side, and I can't climb this side. So when I come down the tree, you come down at a funny angle and you fall off, which is what I did, which is why I have like no health. So that's a problem. I guess they don't want you to rely on just being able to chop down 1,000 palm trees and build yourself an awesome epic house, and then be able to, you know, just get like 1,000 coconuts and live forever on coconuts. You've got to live off the driftwood now, which is crazy in a way, because I mean you should be able to chop down anything you want. Technically I should be able to smash up this barrel and use that for wood. And all these other trees that aren't palm trees, they were always, you know, you could never do anything with them, which is the same. But some of these little ones, not that one, but there's little ones now that come up as just tree, and you can smash those and they give you like one stick. That tree. That wasn't that. It was it that? It is that. Yeah, that gives you one stick. Oh, this one gave me a couple of sticks because it was a bigger tree. But, you know, I mean, I'd rather have that really tall palm tree, because that would have given me at least 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like 5 lots of trunk. Each one of those turns into 4 sticks. And then the palm fronds at the top. Like, how'd you get palm fronds now? I guess you don't use those at all then. Ah, some more corrugated scrap. Because I guess you have to use the stuff you find now instead. There are no more palm fronds. There are no more logs from the palm trees. The last time I played this, just before the last update I think it was, all this new stuff had been in except for what's there now. But you could still knock down palm trees. Right, so that's given me a few sticks, but I mean you're only really using sticks for like campfire now. But the thing I'm looking for at the moment is sticks and logs, because I need to start making a fire. Sticks and logs? No, sticks and rocks even. I was looking for scrap to build the house, but after that little fall I really need some food. The good thing is that coconuts, when you do manage to get one, if you're quite low on thirst, one coconut seems to bring you right back up to the top. I don't know if that's a glitch, and if they're going to fix that, but it does seem that it refills your thirst straight away. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much for your food now. I mean, you're probably going to need about 8 coconuts now to refill your food. So the way that this tree has grown, how am I even supposed to get up it, you know? Oh god, that's a glitch. It won't actually let me up the thing, so I've got no way of getting... Oh, I can reach these ones from the ground apparently. No, I couldn't a second ago. Nope, don't you run away, I need you. I'm gonna die. So you can still, for the time being at least, do the usual with these. I'll tell you right now, I'm very glad of that extra storage. Turn that into drinkable. Turn that into drinkable. I know I seem to be complaining a lot, and I'm really not. I'm happy that there's a lot of new stuff in the game. It's just, I'm so used to playing it the old way But obviously, it's something I'm going to have to get used to. Damn. One of these. Not that one. There we go. So if I check... There we go. If I check my watch now, yeah, so full water still. If I smash these up. Very low on health. I think I'm going to need some bandages to actually fix my wounds. Just eating food isn't going to cut it anymore, I don't think. But we'll chuck a lot of this food in me, and we'll see what it does. It should, if nothing else, it should bring my hunger back up. I'll get the rest of those panels, get some rocks, and then we should be all good. Yeah, let's put my food nearly to the top. Obviously all I've got to do is make a spear and then I can just go fishing. I haven't seen any crabs though. Crabs seem to have disappeared as well. You used to find little crab holes everywhere. And as soon as you find a crab hole, then you're basically set. But there isn't any. I think they're still in the game. I think there's few of them now. Can we catch a sardine? Oh, we can't catch a sardine with our hands. So I'll have to make a spear for that. Yeah, so basically I'm looking for scrap and I'm looking for rocks. Hey, the storm finished. When the storms like hit really hard, it's been amped up now. You just wait till there's a storm. It is crazy. The lightning, the thunder. It's brilliant fun. So just got to search for rocks now. Nope, that's not one. Wow, rocks seem to be really bare on this island as well. I have to go to another island to look for some resources, which I really don't want to be doing just yet. I want to kind of get myself set up here and then start looking for wrecks, and then start looking towards other islands after that. I really expected there to be at least a few more rocks on such a massive amount of land. I guess it's just luck of the draw, really. Well, you know, gotta have a rock hunt. I think I'm okay for sticks for now. But I'm gonna need, I don't know how many rocks. I think it's like 6 or 8 for the full-on fire spit. Plenty of lashings. Need lashings to lash stuff together. See, they look like loose rocks. That is quite annoying. What is that? Weird. And at some point, because there's this really awesome map editor mode now, at some point I really want to make my own little island. Like a perfect starting island. Not put loads of resources on it, but just like a nice size one with some good flat land on it so that you can build. Like you've got a lot of building space and a few little resources to start with. And then you can place it on the map wherever you want it. In one of the sections, and so I could start on all this and then have it in the next sector as the is my island. Pilchard? Where are you seeing? I think it's I think we're getting the land fish thing again. I think a fish has swum through and it's underneath this barrel. Or the game thinks that there's a fish there for some reason. Really, you're calling that a tree? Right, well I need to go and have a proper search for rocks, and I don't really want to bore you with that. But it is fairly important that I find some. So, yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Well guys, I've kind of failed in my task to find another rock. I cannot seem to find any more rocks on this entire expanse of islands. It's gotten dark again. I can't seem to find any more corrugated scrap either. So basically I'm kind of screwed. And my arm is still kind of bent out of shape, so you can't even see my watch, but when you can kind of see it, health is still low, water's going down, food's going down. So I'm going to try and just build a standard fire and get some more coconuts if I can. And then after that I'm going to have to go and find some other islands to check out, just to get some rocks and some other scrap bits so I can start building a shelter and get a proper fire spit going. After that, it's a scrap hunt and a wreck hunt, so I can find a bucket, so I can make some more drinking water. That's the general plan anyway. But for now, I'm going to leave it there, and do all that next time. So I hope you've enjoyed the return to Stranded Deep. I'll hopefully do some more videos on it soon. I've got a lot of videos planned, so it might be a little while before we come back to it, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, look out for more videos to come soon. So as I said, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.